How y'all doing? How y'all doing? This is Alvin with Trying Success here on the Old Fashioned Health Network. Good health inside and out. So listen, y'all, I have a gentleman that was on my show some months back last year, 2021, and he's gone from being on my show talking about all the wonderful things he's doing, being in corporate America. And guess what, y'all? Now the man stepped out on his own. So I am excited to have Louis back on the show. I want to know what he's doing, how's it going, the name of your company, and how you feel about being out on your own, man. What's the word?
Thanks, Alvin. My name is Coach Louis Stockley, and I'm doing good. I really feel free. Like I have so much more time to create. And for years, I was walking around helping people, and I was like, man, wouldn't it be great if I could just do this and pay the bills, and I'll be happy. Bills are paid. I have all my time, and I don't have to feel like I'm doing something I hate doing, because I just hated being in corporate, to be honest. So I started this business called Operation Dream Big, and it doesn't sound like what it is. It's a health and wellness business where I coach people online, one-on-one, with the principle and idea that if you want to pursue your dreams, you need a solid physical and mental foundation. You've got to have those two pieces in line, or when you get to your dream, if you do get to your dream, you're not going to make it long because people put that on the back burner.
Right. You know, so I'm gonna turn my fan down, so I want to hear him really good. So Louis, you stepped out on your business called Operation Dream Big.
Mm-hmm.
And would you say, or would you tell others that it has been like, how long you been out on your own now? So since the time we started, since you was last on with me, how long have you been out on your own so far?
I have been out on my own. This makes a full 7 days since I've been out of the corporate job.
Okay.
But I've been preparing since 4 weeks before that. Okay. I guess you could say I've been preparing for years. Everything led up to this.
Right. And so, are you nervous? Are you scared? Are you waiting on the 15th and the 31st? You know, that's when corporate usually send us a Christmas.
No. First, I was a little bit nervous right in the beginning, but then I became excited about it because I started to realize the things that I was missing out on when I would have to clock in for work and then clock out. I knew that during those spaces of time, I wasn't going to be able to create content. I couldn't service my clients. I could not do any of those things to help grow my business. All that time, that 8, 9, 10 hours belonged to them. That's right. And so I just reasoned that my business is suffering and not growing because I can't give it the proper attention that it needs. No. So once I realized that, I got excited.
Okay, so prior to this, you were already doing the business while you were working for corporate, right?
Correct.
Okay, so your feet was already planted. You already had clients and everything. You was already doing this. Yep. All right, so you didn't just jump out and say, okay, I don't have a client at first. I'm just gonna go out here and find one.
Yep, I had steady clients throughout the whole process, but okay. I couldn't take on as many clients as I wanted to and pursue getting more because I knew I only had a limited amount of time.
Okay, so what does a client for you look like? Who fits your business model? What's your type of client?
The clients that I work with the most right now seem to be busy professionals and business owners, entrepreneur types. And I work with these types because they think like I once thought, that in order to be great, in order to be successful, in order to grow your business, get higher up in your career, your health is going to have to be put on the back burner until you get there, whatever there looks like. But during that process, you get burned out. Your health is suffering. And then if you do get there or before you get there, your health crashes out on you and you're in the hospital or you're getting a surprise doctor visit or you get the test that scares you. I have people come like that. The test results scared them and they wanted to get back on track, make it a priority. And so I just take those people and I show them your health can be at the very top of your priority list and it's going to increase your business too. Those two are interlinked. Your career is linked with that. And once I get them to see that, we run them through my process and they start winning. You know, they start growing the business, their careers get better, and they lose that idea that this is not important anymore.
Well, as an entrepreneur, man, I'm gonna tell you, it's nothing like having a life coach. It's what it's like. It's nothing like having that life coach because it's been many times when I've watched your videos, it's like I want to call Louis so bad, but I'm not on his calendar, so I just won't break in just because we. Hey, man, I'm dealing with some stuff. Tell me what I should do, but I like the motivation that you do all the time. You can find Louis a lot on TikTok, and you always have such an amazing platform for people to. I like the way you set it up. Of course, he comes outside in nature and then speak truth.
Oh, always.
You love doing that,
always.
Man. And you got you have an audience. They got this rooster that always seem to be in the background cheering you on. And I was like, what is going on?
Yep. Yeah, but that's how it started. I mean, at the very beginning of this, I was a fitness coach. I did only fitness. But I realized on my own journey of getting myself right that fitness was not enough to heal me from what I dealt with in my deployments, childhood, all that stuff. I was fit and I had all that, but all the pain and issues and trauma and all that was still there. So I'm like, I'm not feeling good. I look good, but I don't feel good. What's wrong here? And that's when I started pulling that things in.
So do you still do the fitness to personal training as well, or do you combine the both, or is it just more just the life coaching?
So I'm very different because I call myself a health and wellness coach. Okay. Because I take everything I've used up to now, which is fitness, nutrition, and mindset. Mm-hmm. I use all three of those things to put together custom programs that fit people in their lives. Mm-hmm. And so whatever that person needs, I take the best parts of each of those and I put it into a program that steps them up to the result that they want to get to. And I do it in a way where it's most efficient as possible. For example, a lot of people think you got to do an hour, 30 minutes on the treadmill every day to get that benefit of cardio, that increased blood flow, that cardiovascular endurance. I teach my clients, after your nice, comfortable, warm shower, you know about this. I do. After your nice, comfortable, warm shower, 30 seconds of cold every single time you get in the shower. It will give you the exact same benefits in 30 seconds. So I teach people how to get the benefits they want without having to give up all that time so they can see you don't have to put it on the back burner. You just got to adjust it to what you're doing. What's your life like,
So are you going to be doing some motivational speaking and things like that as well?
As the opportunities arise, I'm all for it. But I think the biggest thing I feel called to do with all the time I have, besides working with clients, I'm putting together an online platform where I just take everything out of my head. Mm-hmm. I put it into a 12-week course so that people can just follow along with that and get the benefit. Wow. And then I'm just going to coach. I'm going to coach football. I'm going to go coach my son's teams as he moves up and see where that goes to.
You living the life. You're having a good time already. It's like, man. He's like, yep. So are you only just dealing with business professionals? Is that just your segment right now? Just only business professionals?
No, I help whoever I see that I can help. It just happens that business owners and professionals are who I help the most. They seem to come looking for those benefits. Mm-hmm. But I have helped veterans before. I have somebody I'm helping who isn't any of those things. It's a busy mother who has a job, but she's dealt with a lot of trauma. She was diagnosed with fatty liver. So she has issues all across the mental and physical board. Okay. And I helped her get herself right back on track. So it's about those people that get tired of going from specialist to specialist to specialist, mm-hmm. and they don't feel like they're getting the results to help them take back their life. Right. I take all that stuff they're looking for and put it in one program.
So are you thinking about going on to pursue a PhD in psychology or something like that? Because it sounds like you're on the track to you.
So for me, I don't know. I've always felt called to just get obsessed about and learn whatever's going to help people the most. Mm-hmm. And so at every step of the way, I've always gone the route of I read. I'm an avid reader. As you already know, you recommended books, and I've read them. But I read probably 2 to 3 books per day. And when I say read, I use audiobooks a lot. I just take in the information better. But I read avidly. I test avidly with experience on myself and clients, see what works, what doesn't work. I have tons of mentors in each category that I go to and I've learned directly from. And that's the level and category that I chose to get my education.
Okay.
As far as going the collegiate route right now, it's not interesting for me because I feel like I'm getting all the experience I need. Well, I've gotten all the experience I need to master this. And I can only learn by taking on those difficult clients that really haven't been able to find a solution yet. So every new client I get, the really challenged ones, they force me to level myself up even more each time just to meet them at what they're expecting to have happen, what they need to have happen in their life.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I would probably think that some of your clients that don't really recognize they need you, or may know they need you, are those that already have a collegiate experience or background that need psychiatrists, because they need somebody to talk to. Also, the book only says you have the capability to learn these things, but applying in everyday life is a whole different thing. And nobody's more experienced doing it than the person that's already been through it.
Yep. And that's my point too, is that's the problem that frustrated me as I was running into different clients and starting to help them. They weren't getting the solutions they needed because the professionals that were helping them, and they care. It's not that they don't care. They were bound by the rules within their textbooks.
Right.
And so when it came time to think outside of the textbook, that's where I came in.
And like I said, a textbook is one thing, but actually having experienced it before and listening to your story, your life story, your history and stuff you've gone through, I'd rather pick you any day than anybody that has like no kind of experience. They ain't drove no car, none of that. And you've had some great experience. You've traveled the world. You've seen a lot. So I don't know anybody that's more qualified. And then you have this innate ability to be able to adapt to any situation. Like out in the cold, I'm like, why is he doing this whole cold? I'm just not there right now. He's like, well, just go out in the cold, stay out there for 3 minutes. Okay, I can do that. A cold shower? Nah, I hadn't graduated today. Yeah, my cold shower day ended in college. When hot water would go out, I was like, yeah, never. Let's not have to. But you research what you teach people, and I really appreciate you for doing that. You do a really good job, and there's so much going on right now. People need coaching bad.
Yes. I agree.
They need it bad.
And that's the challenge too, is just getting people to see that what you're stuck in right now is not your lot in life. That with the right coaching, with the right program, you can actually get your life to a much better place and keep it there. You're not stuck. So that's what I work hard to teach people in my content every day.
It seems like a lot of people think they can only see right now and today. They can't see beyond the situation they're in right now. And I know all of your conversation start out with where you are right now doesn't mean where you have to be, and then you fill in the stuff in between. So you do. I really watch the stuff you do, and the way you do it. So I really, really appreciate it. Now, when you are coaching people, do you take them outside and talk to them and coach them out in nature, or do you put them in the office with some water running and a sofa?
So when I coach people, it's 100% online. I probably should have mentioned that. Everything I do is 100% online. Okay. We get on calls every week or bi-weekly, whatever they have chosen as their level of support. Okay. And I have a custom-made app that issues out all my guidance and keeps accountability. So I know, hey, did you do your journaling this morning? I don't see that you checked it off. You're confused about the instructions. It's in there. I assign those steps that are going to get you moving forward. And next week we build on it. So the nature part, I teach people how to get that for themselves. Because one of the things that I know is that nature, the energy of it, you can get it by being outside and experiencing it. Right. Or you can put on some headphones, put on a nice YouTube video, get the same exact energy. So you just have to find the way that works for you to bring in that benefit. And that's how I do it. Even online, all the benefits and energy and certainty and power that comes through my content, that's what I give the clients from a distance.
And that whole from a distance thing does work. I cannot remember the book, the guy that wrote the book, but Oprah.
4-Hour Work Week.
What was the name of it?
Are you talking about the 4-Hour Work Week book?
No,
or something different?
It was this gentleman that was in jail. He was incarcerated for a long time, and he told people how he would take trips while being in his cell. He would. Oh, yep. Yeah, he would psychologically just go places. So he said he had been free for a long time. So when he was out, he felt like he had been out for a long time. And, so the whole being able to train people from a distance and putting them in a mindset of being outside is so possible. He has a really good, I think it's called Moon something, but of course I'll send it.
Yeah, forward it to me. Of course, yeah.
The Shack, how did you enjoy that book?
Oh man. The part that really hit me about that book was how this might be weird for some people, just like how his wife missed out on that experience because he was vulnerable enough to share that with her. That hit me to the core. I was like, wow, man. Like, imagine if she had that strong faith, that strong belief, and imagine how it would have been for her to be along with him and be able to actually see those things in fruition, That part got to me right there.
Well, I'm gonna tell you about that part. So y'all got to read the book. The Shack is really good, and you picked that out. That's good. But here's what I thought about that. Yeah. The whole trip was just for him. Sometimes we like driving a bus, but sometimes God wants us to drive a 2-seater.
Yep.
So his wife couldn't have got it because that wasn't her. That wasn't her.
She wasn't in the right place.
She was in the right place where she was supposed to be. He was in a place where he needed to be able to receive that. But he needed it. Yeah, he needed it. It was such a good. Now, let me give you this other one. Did you get a chance to that book? It's called Outwitting the Devil.
Oh, yep. I read that one.
That's a good one too.
I like it. The biggest piece that stood out for me is that the power of your thoughts. Out of that whole book, that's what I got from it. Is like your thoughts. You better fight for them like your life depends on it. Because if you allow yourself to sit in that negative place for too long, that's it. That becomes your reality.
And that's the benefit of having a coach. Having a coach, man. I am so proud of you and everything you're doing now. How would people reach you and how can they get in contact with you so they can be able to utilize your services?
So first and foremost, I'm on all the popular platforms right now. I'm on IG, I'm on TikTok. I'm starting up on YouTube a little bit. So if you want the longer content, and then I'm on Facebook. But more than that, you can take in the content. You're definitely going to get amazing value from it. Yeah. And if you want to reach out, I do free 30-minute coaching calls where I will give you a test run of how I coach people, give you steps to move your life forward. And in any one of those platforms, you'll find the link to just go in and ask for that free call. And with that, all of those different ways you can hit me up. Well,
man, I'm so proud of you. I tell you, I have to link up with you because I have to find a way to help push what you're doing so people have access to you. So we're going to talk about trying to find a way to get you here.
Oh, I've got a big idea. I'm going to bounce off you, but yeah.
Okay. We on the same, we thinking alike. Okay, cool. Yeah. I really, really want to talk to you so we can see what we can do to, we probably need you on the network, but we'll talk about that after the show. Yeah, we'll do that, man. Okay. But I'm really proud of you, Louis. You stepping out there on faith. You keep doing what you're doing. And I don't know if people know this, the man, I want them to understand that you went out there on faith, but you went out there with a foundation to hold you.
Yes.
Louis is an IT person. He's a tech person.
It's a little shaky, but it's a foundation nonetheless.
I don't know. So we ain't going to even talk about your gaming experience. We're not going to talk about your tech guru and all that kind of stuff. So I don't want people to just jump out here without a parachute. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I want them to understand that. He has a great foundation. So I like the way you have everything laid out and your whole platform, even your TikToks, the way you do them. And I was like, man, he always recreating the whole look, and it's just easy to watch and all that kind of stuff. Maybe I have to try to figure out how to up my game,
I like that. I like that. Thank you.
All right, so man, thank you so much for being on the show. I want everybody to make sure they share and follow and watch my stuff, and make sure you watch, and please make sure you watch Louis on all his platforms, Instagram, TikTok, all of them. It's your stuff is not too long. Now you go to church and they take you in, keep you in church all day.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's not like that. It gets to the point, and then it'll make you just go and just start binging on all those other videos. Let me see what you say about that. So man, keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate you for being on the show. We'll be back, y'all. I'm trying to convince him to come back, y'all. So you come.
Yeah, I'll come back. Of course.
All right, man. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you all so much for watching the show. Thank you for being a part of Trying Success here on the Old Fashioned Health Network. Good health inside and out.